Okay, so the main parts on a silver or gold service that we'll be cleaning in the row washer are the rear mech, cassette, drivetrain and cranks as well. We also use the row washer when we're doing lower fork leg services, but it enables us to put those parts in the row washer and carry on with either removing another part of the bike if we've got the cassette and chain in, for example. While that's in there soaking, we can remove the cranks as well and then put them into it, so it saves a lot of time.
You can use it on every bike, kid's bike, adult's bike, e-bikes.
Okay, so before we had the row washer, or if we didn't have one, on a silver service you'd be looking around 2 hours. With the row washer we can do that now in an hour, it halves the time.
Fantastic job, fantastic job. You can even leave the components to soak while you're doing something else and then go back to it, little scrub and it's all done.
Because we can now book twice as much work in as we could before. By hand, it would have been very time consuming. That's the thing, that's where the row washer really helps us. It enables us to get more work booked in, whereas doing it the old fashioned way with rags and brushes, etc., we wouldn't be able to do as much work as we do.
Take them off, throw them in a bucket of degreaser and get the brush out, the tough brushes, the rags, and do it the old way, which takes twice, sometimes 3 times as long, depending on how dirty the components are.
Oh, it's awful because it's all over the floor. You've then got to mop the floor because it's a slipping hazard. So with everything sort of contained in one area in the row washer, you're avoiding all of that. It's so much more cleaner, and obviously being hot as well, it dries really quick, which is fantastic.
Well, yeah, definitely. Obviously, if we can save 45 minutes a job on one bike, that's 45 minutes for another bike, which could be either PDI'd or another repair that comes in. So the more time you can save, the more money you can make.
Oh, there's no question. The row washer, as quick as you can work with it, because you can multitask. You can leave stuff soaking in the fluids if it's really bad. So it's enabling you to do more work. It's enabling you to do the work in half the time, so you can get more work through the workshop. It's obvious why. The more work you've got in, the more money you've got coming through. It's fantastic. It brings up all the parts just like new. The feedback we do get from the customers is, they can't believe the state, the way they bring the bikes in. Sometimes they're that filthy and grimed up, and when they go in, they look like they've had new components on it. I like this one particularly, the new one, because it's a lot higher, so you're not bent over it all the time, scrubbing chains or scrubbing cassettes. And the fact that it's on wheels as well means that it's that portable, we can move it around. And even if we want to clean it out, it means that we can wheel it to a place where we've got a hose pipe set up just to clean it out if we need to. We as a chain of businesses are very green anyway. We try and cut down on as much plastic use, etc. But obviously with chemicals, especially in this trade where you've got all the different lubricants, etc., we try and avoid anything that is harmful to the environment. So the Rozone being sort of environmentally friendly is absolutely superb. It's something that we can advertise as well, so it's good for business. Really easy, really easy. Everything is, even down to the taps, they can be detached should they need to be detached. The filters, which you're replacing once a month, it's so easy. You just lift the tray, the old filter out, new filter in. Absolutely fantastic. Keep your eye on the fluid, but the new machine comes with that many different indicators. It'll actually beep to you if the fluid's too low. So it's anybody could use one. They're so simple to use, straightforward. You don't need you don't need an IQ of 101 like me. Anybody could use them, even my apprentice.
Filters you change every month, and the fluid you top up when it goes to 39 litres, which will actually beep when the fluid's running low, and then you just top it up. The amount of revenue you can bring in because of them far outweighs any of those
expenses, but they're inexpensive anyway. I think it would be beneficial for any cycle business to get one in.
Obviously you buy the ROWASHER in the first place, but the amount that you can make off it through customers coming in and getting the drivetrain cleaned, the amount of customers that want it doing simply because of the results that it brings, obviously after you've cleaned them, yeah, it is definitely cost effective.
I like the fact that it's green, and it is quite literally green with a bit of black in there. It's out the way, it's compact, it's mobile, and it actually makes my job and the other mechanics' jobs a lot easier. It's halving the time of our work. It's absolutely fantastic.